God bless, I'm here to do what I'm about to do. Next thing, we greet each other, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Who is Khalsa? Khalsa is the person who follows the teachings of Guru Nanak, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and pure externally and internally, no faking, pure. Khalsa belongs to Vaheguru. The next line is Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Fateh meaning victory. Victory also belongs to Vaheguru. Meaning any actions or do something Khalsa doesn't take any credit. He remains humble, polite, compassionate, treat everyone equally and ego-free. That is this summary or definition of Khalsa. So the next thing, how Sikhism can provide coexistence on earth. Sikhism promotes coexistence through its core principles, belief in oneness, God, Vaheguru, divine in everyone. Radical equality, rejecting caste, creed, and provide a selfless service like seva, universal welfare, sarvatma pala, honest living, and interfaith respect, all fostering and pluralistic world where people unite through sharing humanity, justice, mutual service rather than division, emphasizing practical actions like community kitchen. Langar, we call langar, to build harmony and uplift all core principles for coexistence. Unity of humanity. The fundamental belief that divine light in all being fosters unity, recognizing everyone equally. It doesn't matter how you look, what's your background, where you're from, what your color is. Equality, Sangat and Pangat. Sangat meaning practice like congregation, and Pangat meaning sitting together eating in a langar. Same platform. Everyone's equally, whether you are a prime minister, councillor, mayor, a person who's doing some odd job on a street. Everybody sit on the same place. So, also breaking down the social barriers of caste, religion, and gender, creating a tangible sense of equality, sarvatma pala, welfare of all, prayer we call ardas for the well-being of all humanity, and collective responsibility extending compassion beyond your own community. We all ask for freedom, our rights, but we fail to take responsibility and accountability. If we want that freedom, rights, we must be responsible and accountable for our actions. Seva, selfless service, engaging in service for the poor, the needy, and oppressed, regardless of background, build bridges and strengths community bonds. Interfaith harmony, Sikhism advocate for respecting and learning from other faiths, like we are here today, viewing all as paths to true God, soul. What is running our body? We all have a same soul. That's God's Jod. We call it Jod. So the purpose of us being here in Sikhism believe that we must merge back in God. Like how many rivers, little creeks running, they're all running toward the mainstream ocean. Same thing. So what is the difference between us? We may look different, we may wear something different, we may eat something different, but after all, we have all seen it, how children are born, when we die, how we die, and we see the bodies there, but the movement is gone. What is gone from the body? That's what we need to concentrate, and we need to find out what is it. In Sikhism, he says, Jod, man tu Jod Swarup hai, apna mool pishan. Oh my mind, you are not a body, you are a soul. Get to know yourself. Who are you? Where are you coming from? Where are you today? Where will you be going after your journey on earth? So these are some of the questions we need to ask ourselves. Pluralism, Sikhism embraces diversity as a strength, celebrating different paths to God rather than marginalizing others, offering us a model of acceptance and dialogue by putting these principles into action through service, community meals, and advocating for justice. Sikhism provides a practical framework for building a world where diverse people live together in peace, mutual respect, transforming spiritual deal into tangible social harmony. The responsibility of faith communities today, like we're all here today, what are our responsibilities as it together? From Sikh perspective, interfaith harmony is not achieved by abandoning faith identities, but by living them ethically. Faith becomes dangerous only when it weaponized for control. When grounded in humanity and justice, faith becomes force for peace. Sikhism therefore calls upon religious communities to reject hatred in all forms, protect the dignity of minorities, speak against injustice even when it's inconvenient, serve humanity without conditions, uphold the dialogue. Don't be afraid, let's talk. Sometimes we have a misunderstanding of each other. So before you make any decision, just try to understand why, what's going on. The other thing is, we call Guru Granth Sahib Ji. In Christianity, Bible, in Islam, Quran, so we call Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Guru Granth Sahib Ji had a more diversity than you will see anywhere else. The reason is very simple. What's written in Guru Granth Sahib is not just from our gurus, but people who were born before gurus, but they have something in common. I'm going to use example, Sheikh Farid. Sheikh Farid was a Muslim, but he lived and born in Punjab. What he wrote, and of whatever he wrote, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sheikh Farid was born 11 something, right? But Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born 1469. So you can imagine, because Guru Nanak Dev Ji knew that something is in common, his message is same as Guru Nanak Dev Ji, founder of Sikhism. So he put his script in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So like some of you maybe gone to Gurdwara, we bow. When we bow, we don't just bow to Guru Nanak Ji, we bow to every one of them there, including Sheikh Farid Ji. So, and there are other saints, they had something in common. I had my slide, but I forgot my, backup. But anyway, there were 15 other saints believe in different background religions, but their message was very in common with Guru Granth Sahib Ji and with Sikhism. So therefore, we must learn from each other and learn to live peacefully. The other thing I want to say, We can talk here all day, weeks, months, until we can implement. As we know what's happening with Russia and Ukraine and Israel, I used to tell, when it started, I used to tell in my community we need to speak out because we could be the next one. But we experienced that pain in 1984. So some of you know that too. So, I want to talk about I'm almost finished. India claimed that India is the largest democracy in the world. Yes, very true, but only in papers. Practically, I'm sorry to say this, it's not true. Because how the minorities are treated. Let's look at Canada. I was in Cambridge yesterday, spoke at the event. They were celebrating International Human Rights Day. So they asked me to speak there too. And we had one of the group was there from indigenous people from Canada. And when she spoke, I knew a lot of stuff though, but there was something learned. Still, they are not treated as they should be. So, Canada claimed, like India did. So, Canada claimed that, and Canada is the internationally like human rights champion. Are they? Are we? We are Canadians too. But how are the indigenous people treated? We know some of their kids were taken away like maybe 100 years ago, and how the children were treated and killed. So we need to get together, clean up our own backyard first, then we can worry about the rest of the world. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank all of you who came out to listen